Welcome back to BNB Spoilers channel. Today, we're diving deep into the whirlwind of drama unfolding on The Bold and the Beautiful. Secrets are unraveling, emotions are boiling over, and relationships are being tested like never before. Buckle up because we're about to explore every twist, turn, and hidden layer of this week's most shocking developments. Let's get started. Finn's emotional revelation, a father's guilt and a daughter's pain. At the Spencer mansion, Finn is standing at the edge of an emotional cliff, grappling with a truth that could change his life forever. Luna Nozawa, a young woman haunted by her painful past, has been opening up about her childhood, a story filled with neglect, loneliness, and a longing for someone to save her from the darkness. Her words cut deep into Finn's heart as he listens to her recount the years of abandonment she endured. Luna's voice trembles as she wonders aloud why no one came to her rescue when she needed it most. Finn, overwhelmed by guilt and a sense of responsibility he can't yet explain, blurts out something he's been holding back, "I didn't know." The weight of those words hangs in the air like a thundercloud. Luna looks at him with confusion etched across her face. What does he mean? Why is he so affected by her story? The tension between them builds until Finn finally breaks down and reveals the truth: he is her father. This revelation sends shockwaves through Luna's world. Her mind races with questions: how could this be true? Why didn't she know sooner? What does this mean for her identity and her future? Finn tries to explain himself, but his words feel inadequate in the face of such a monumental confession. He admits that he had no idea she existed until recently and expresses his deep regret for not being there for her when she needed him most. For Luna, this moment is bittersweet. On one hand, she finally has answers to questions she didn't even know she had. On the other hand, the revelation only deepens her guilt over what she did to Steffy Forrester, her father's wife. Luna nearly caused Steffy's death in a moment of recklessness, and now that she knows who Finn is to her, the weight of that mistake feels unbearable. Through tears, Luna apologizes to Finn for everything, for hurting Steffy, for being a source of chaos in his life, and for not knowing who he was sooner. She asks him if there's any hope for them to build a relationship, despite their rocky start. Finn hesitates, but ultimately promises her one thing: he won't abandon her now that he knows the truth. He can't predict what their bond will look like or how long it will take to heal old wounds, but he assures Luna that they are family, and family doesn't walk away. Steffy Forrester, a storm brewing. While Finn and Luna are navigating their newfound connection, Steffy Forrester remains unaware of the bombshell revelation unfolding at the Spencer mansion, but not for long. As soon as news reaches Steffy about Luna being Finn's daughter, all hell is bound to break loose. Steffy has already endured more than her fair share of heartbreak and betrayal in recent months. Her marriage has been tested repeatedly by outside forces, and now this? The idea that Luna, a woman who nearly caused her death, is connected to Finn by blood is almost too much for Steffy to process. When Steffy finally learns the truth, her reaction will be nothing short of explosive. She'll likely feel betrayed by Finn for keeping such a monumental secret from her, even if his intentions were good. The trust between them will be shaken to its core as Steffy struggles to reconcile her love for Finn with her anger over his newfound connection to Luna. But Steffy isn't just angry, she's also deeply conflicted. Part of her may want to see Luna as a threat to her marriage and family stability. Another part may feel compassion for the young woman who has clearly suffered so much in life. This internal battle will no doubt create tension not only between Steffy and Finn but also within herself as she tries to decide how to move forward. Will Steffy find it in herself to forgive Finn and accept Luna as part of their lives? Or will this revelation drive an irreparable wedge between them? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: Steffy won't take this news lying down. Hope Logan takes charge, Carter Walton in the hot seat. Meanwhile, across town, Hope Logan finds herself embroiled in drama of a different kind, one that involves none other than Carter Walton. Hope recently stumbled upon Carter in an intimate moment with Daphne Rose, a moment that left her stunned but also intrigued. Now armed with this juicy piece of information, Hope is ready to confront Carter head-on. When Hope finally comes face to face with Carter again, she doesn't hold back. But instead of launching into an immediate tirade, Hope takes a more playful approach, at least at first. She teases Carter by gushing about Daphne's many charms, her intoxicating scent, her undeniable allure, and how utterly irresistible she must be. Carter squirms under Hope's gaze as she turns up the heat with every word. But then Hope drops the bombshell: she saw everything. The kiss. The passion. The betrayal written all over Carter's face. Carter stammers out an apology, trying desperately to explain himself, but Hope isn't interested in excuses. She makes it clear that what she witnessed was unacceptable and demands answers from him about where his loyalties truly lie. Hope doesn't stop there. She takes matters into her own hands by confronting Daphne directly, a move that showcases just how fiercely protective she is when it comes to those she cares about. With fire in her eyes and steel in her voice, Hope warns Daphne that Carter is off limits. If Daphne dares to make another move on him, she'll have Hope Logan to answer to, and that's not a fight anyone wants to pick. Carter Walton. A man torn between two worlds. For Carter Walton, this situation is nothing short of a personal crisis. On one hand, he feels an undeniable pull toward Daphne, a connection that defies logic but feels all too real in the moment. On the other hand, he knows his actions have consequences that extend far beyond himself. As Hope confronts him with brutal honesty and unwavering determination, Carter is forced to take a hard look at himself and his choices. Does he fight for Daphne despite the risks? Or does he heed Hope's warning and put an end to their budding romance before it spirals out of control? Carter stands at a crossroads, a place where every decision carries weight and every action has repercussions, not just for himself, but for everyone around him. What lies ahead? As these storylines continue to unfold on The Bold and the Beautiful, viewers can expect plenty of twists and turns along the way. Will Finn and Luna find common ground despite their complicated history? Can Steffy come to terms with this new reality without letting it destroy her marriage? And how will Hope's bold actions impact Carter's future? Next, we'll dive into a riveting episode filled with unexpected twists, emotional confrontations, and life-altering decisions. From shocking revelations about family ties to corporate intrigue at Forrester Creations, the drama is heating up like never before. Let's break it all down, one juicy detail at a time. Daphne's proposition: Carter faces a moral crossroads. In the main office of Forrester Creations, Carter Walton finds himself at a pivotal moment in his life and career. Daphne Rose, ever perceptive and enigmatic, senses the turmoil brewing within him. She knows Carter is struggling, torn between his loyalty to the Forrester family, who once treated him as one of their own, and his recent actions that have alienated him from them. With a piercing gaze and a calm but firm tone, Daphne addresses the elephant in the room. A hollow victory, isn't it? She asks, cutting straight to the heart of the matter. Daphne pushes Carter to reflect on whether all of this, the power struggles, the strained relationships, is truly worth it. She reminds him of the golden opportunity he has to make amends and restore balance by returning the company to Ridge, Steffy, and Eric. But her approach isn't accusatory. Instead, she gently guides him towards self-reflection. Leading him to a mirror, she asks Carter to take a good look at himself and consider what kind of man he truly wants to be. Her words are layered with meaning as she admits that she initially misjudged him. "I thought you were a traitor," Daphne confesses, candidly. "But I was wrong. You're not that man." She sees in Carter a man of principles, someone who has made an undeniable mark on Forrester Creations, but might also recognize when it's time to step back for the greater good. Daphne's proposal is bold yet calculated: strike a deal with Ridge and Steffy. If they agree to keep Hope for the future alive, a project close to Carter's heart, then he should return control of the company back to its rightful owners. To sweeten the deal, Daphne even offers to act as an intermediary on his behalf. "What do you say, Carter?" she asks, with quiet determination. This moment is pivotal for Carter. Will he seize this chance for redemption and repair his fractured relationships? Or will he continue down a path that could isolate him further? The weight of his decision is palpable, and viewers are left wondering which direction he'll choose. Hope Logan's vision: a new era for Forrester Creations. Meanwhile, in the design office at Forrester Creations, Hope Logan is riding high on a wave of success. She marvels at Zen's breathtaking new designs for Hope for the future and can't help but feel optimistic about the direction the company is heading in. The addition of Daphne Rose to their team has been nothing short of transformative in Hope's eyes. She believes that Daphne's unique talents and charisma are exactly what Forrester needs to cement its reputation on an international stage. Hope gushes about how well Daphne complements Carter professionally, a pairing that seems destined for greatness. She envisions this collaboration as a game-changer for Forrester Creations, one that will propel them into an exciting new era of innovation and prestige. However, Zen picks up on something that Hope seems determined to overlook: Carter's muted reaction to their recent successes. While Hope is brimming with enthusiasm about their future, Carter appears distant, almost as if he's carrying a burden too heavy to share. Zen presses Hope on this point, asking why she thinks Carter isn't as thrilled as he should be given everything they've achieved together. Hope brushes off Zen's concerns with characteristic optimism. She assures him that Carter is just as excited as they are, he simply has his own way of showing it. But Zen isn't entirely convinced. He notes how much admiration Hope has for Daphne and slyly remarks that Carter seems to share her sentiments. Hope doesn't deny her admiration for Daphne, in fact, she doubles down on it. She believes Daphne is indispensable not only to Forrester Creations, but also to her personally. "She'll alter the course of this company," Hope declares confidently. "For Carter, and for me." Taylor's shock: the truth about Luna Nozawa. Over at the Cliff House, Taylor Hayes is blindsided by a revelation that shakes her to her core. Steffy Forrester sits across from her mother with an expression that conveys both hesitation and determination. It's clear she has something monumental to share. Taylor listens intently as Steffy begins by recounting shocking details about Finn's past involvement with his Aunt Poppy, a relationship that resulted in an unthinkable complication: Poppy became pregnant. Taylor gasps audibly as Steffy reveals the final piece of the puzzle: Luna Nozawa. Luna is Finn's daughter. The gravity of this revelation leaves Taylor reeling. How could something so significant remain hidden for so long? And what does this mean for Finn's relationship with Steffy moving forward? Taylor struggles to process the implications, not just for Finn but also for their entire family dynamic. Steffy herself appears conflicted as she shares this news with her mother. On one hand, she feels betrayed by Finn for keeping such an explosive secret from her. On the other hand, she recognizes how deeply complicated this situation is for everyone involved. Luna isn't just some outsider, she's family now, whether they like it or not. Taylor tries to offer words of comfort and guidance, but even she seems unsure of how best to navigate this delicate situation. The revelation about Luna threatens to upend everything they thought they knew about their family, and it's clear there are no easy answers. What lies ahead? As these storylines unfold on The Bold and the Beautiful, viewers are left on the edge of their seats wondering how these complex characters will navigate their tangled webs of secrets and emotions. Will Carter take Daphne's advice and make amends with the Forresters? Can Hope's unwavering optimism carry Forrester Creations into its next chapter without alienating those around her? And how will Taylor and Steffy cope with the bombshell revelation about Luna? Next? We're diving into a fascinating topic that has been on the minds of many the bold and the beautiful fans: the mysterious absence of closure in Liam and Ivy's storyline. As rumors swirl about a potential Steffy and Liam reunion, viewers can't help but wonder what happened to Liam's brief romance with Ivy. Let's break it all down, analyze the possibilities, and explore some intriguing fan theories about this forgotten narrative thread. Fan theories: what really happened between Liam and Ivy? One of the most persistent questions among B&B fans is whether Liam and Ivy's storyline was quietly wrapped up off-screen or simply abandoned altogether. Some viewers speculate that their relationship may have evolved into a casual friends with benefits arrangement after their last on-screen kiss. This theory suggests that things eventually fizzled out between them, with Liam cooling things off before Ivy disappeared from the canvas. But what if there's more to the story? Fans have floated the tantalizing idea that Ivy could return with a major twist. Perhaps she has a child or is pregnant with Liam's baby. Imagine the drama this would create, especially if it coincides with Liam rekindling his romance with Steffy. Such a revelation would undoubtedly shake up the dynamics between these characters and inject fresh tension into the show. The idea of Ivy returning with a bun in the oven or a child in tow isn't just idle speculation, it's rooted in B&B's history of using surprise pregnancies to stir up drama. If this were to happen, it could provide much-needed closure to Liam and Ivy's storyline while simultaneously complicating his relationship with Steffy. After all, nothing says soap opera like a love triangle, or quadrangle, with high emotional stakes. Missed opportunities: why didn't Ivy celebrate her success? Another point of contention among fans is the glaring omission of Ivy during key moments in Forrester Creations' recent storylines. Many viewers were disappointed that Ivy wasn't present to celebrate the launch of her jewelry designs, a milestone that should have been a significant moment for her character. Instead, her absence left fans questioning whether the writers had forgotten about her altogether. This oversight feels particularly egregious given how much potential Ivy's character has. As a talented designer and member of the extended Forrester family, she brings a unique perspective to the show. Her jewelry line could have been used as a launching pad for new storylines, whether through professional rivalries, romantic entanglements, or personal struggles. Unfortunately, this opportunity was squandered, leaving fans frustrated by what could have been. Some critics argue that this is emblematic of a larger issue with B&B's storytelling approach. They feel that the show often introduces promising ideas only to abandon them without resolution. In Ivy's case, her disappearance from key events like the jewelry launch underscores how underutilized her character has been since her return. Fan reactions: frustration with directionless storytelling. The internet has been buzzing with fan reactions to Ivy's sidelining and the broader implications for B&B's storytelling. Many viewers have expressed frustration with what they perceive as a lack of direction from the show's writers. One particularly scathing comment summed it up bluntly: the show is 100% directionless. The writers have zero clue what the plan is for the next day, much less what is happening days or weeks later. This sentiment is echoed by others who feel that B&B relies too heavily on short-term plot twists at the expense of long-term character development. For example, Ivy's sudden disappearance from Liam's life, and her lack of involvement in major events like her jewelry launch, feels like a missed opportunity to build meaningful arcs for her character. Critics also point out that this pattern isn't limited to Ivy alone. Many characters on B&B seem to be brought in or written out based on convenience rather than cohesive storytelling. This approach leaves fans feeling disconnected from the narrative and unsure of where their favorite characters stand. The bigger picture: how this impacts Liam's storyline. As rumors swirl about Steffy and Liam potentially reuniting, Ivy's absence becomes even more glaring. Her brief romance with Liam was once positioned as an important part of his journey. So why has it been swept under the rug? If the writers are indeed planning a steam reunion, Steffy plus Liam, addressing his history with Ivy could add depth and complexity to his character arc. For instance, revisiting Liam and Ivy's relationship could serve as a catalyst for growth or conflict in his current storyline. Perhaps unresolved feelings between them resurface just as he begins rebuilding his life with Steffy. Or maybe Ivy returns with news that forces Liam to confront his past decisions and take responsibility for their consequences. Whatever direction the writers choose, incorporating Ivy into Liam's narrative would provide much-needed closure for fans who feel that their storyline was left hanging. It would also create new opportunities for drama and emotional resonance, two hallmarks of any great soap opera. What lies ahead for Ivy? So where does this leave us? Will Ivy return to shake things up just as Steffy and Liam are finding their way back to each other? Or will her storyline remain an unresolved mystery in B&B history? While nothing is certain, one thing is clear: fans are eager for answers. If handled correctly, bringing Ivy back into the fold could reinvigorate not only her character but also several others connected to her storylines. Whether through professional rivalries at Forrester Creations or romantic entanglements with Liam or someone else, there's no shortage of possibilities for where her character could go next. As we wait to see how these storylines unfold, one thing remains certain: The Bold and the Beautiful thrives on its ability to keep viewers guessing. Whether it's through surprise returns, unexpected twists, or unresolved tensions, there's always something brewing beneath the surface. Stay tuned, because you never know when an old flame like Ivy might reignite, or when long-buried secrets might come back to haunt your favorite characters.